Hey, Dwayne, it's Rick. Um, okay, so the January numbers, the first month of this recorded year, is looking even better than December. That's important from this standpoint. It's not unusual where we will have a statistical um, hiccup here and there. It could be from the downside or the upside. So a lot of times you'll see numbers go here, even, then all of a sudden a big bump or a big drop, and then back to even. That's not unusual. Statisticians will tell you that it takes 3 months to make a trend, and I don't recall if I even looked at the 33579 zip code in the November numbers, but we have 2 months of a good trend, so we're on the way to some interesting numbers right now. So let's look at the speedometer dials here. Closed sales. Now this green is like on average over 5 years. So on average, we run around 59 closings in January a year over the last 5 years. Well, we're twice that number almost. We're at 95. New pendings is also important to us. It's called the pipeline. Do we have good sales in January, but then all of a sudden a drop off? That's foreboding in some ways. Not necessarily a strong indicator, but an indicator. And we're way up on new pendings. So then you say, okay, what's our inventory situation? Well, we're way up on active listings over the 5 year average. January saw a really high number of new listings at 324 listings, and that caused a drop in months supply. So amazingly, even though we have a lot of closed sales and a lot of new pendings, the new actives far outweighed the closings and the pendings, that it actually dropped our months supply down to 2.7 months. That is considered tight supply, and whenever you have tight supply, that's good on price. So now let's look at the snapshot over the last 5 years. And basically, this is what I've already reported to you: 269 pendings and a total of 95 closings in that zip code for a total activity level of 364. The next best year that we've had was January of 2018. And we go all the way back, we see that we've had constant improvement over the last 5 years, although this has been our best bump yet. As you can see, the bumps have been moderate prior to this year. So the numbers look pretty good. And let's take a quick look at a chart just to make sure we see in chart form what we want to care about. And let's look at excuse me, let's look at market activity as far as a bar graph. Excuse me, here's what I want right down here. Okay, so January shows us a drop. You would think this is bad, but that was because, we have our November numbers. In November, I forgot that we'd have them back here. November was so exceptionally high. Let's look now at 2 years so that we don't get confused by that chart, and we say that we have a steady increase. The middle of last year was really a good year, except for the month of September. We take out this high and we take out this low, and this is our trend. And then if we look and say, well, wait a minute, what the heck happened here? We're still up 53% over January of last year. So here's where we are. If we go 3 years, and I'm not confusing you, if we go 3 years, then we always will see that we come off of a low, and so we're at the slowest time. So what we really care about is there strength in the short term? And there is, and that right now tells us that we are setting the table for a good 2019. We'll know more in February because we'll have our 3-month trend in, and that actually will be the beginning of the season. So right now, I feel really good, and we'll keep an eye on that for you. Thanks again, and appreciate you, and have a great day.